Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. He told me this would be the test of the year with both of these teams in the Big Ten, ranked in the top 10. They have got to crowd the line of scrimmage and get after the quarterback. See if they can affect this top 10 defense and offense at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're playing at home, and they're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, it's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Goes high to pull it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Dante Moore reels it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Straight ahead, it's Richard. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets a hand in there.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Hoover. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sells to fake. Still looking to his right. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Looking to throw on third and goal. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Misses badly on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside. It's Davison. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Ducks want to move quickly. Makes the grab on third. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to throw for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football. Nope.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Moore from the gun on third down. Left side, it's Davison. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing more.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Moore will throw. Right side, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sells to run, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rushes on. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From deep, it's Beebe. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it over. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, catching up with Coach Shane Beamer before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sellers. Out wide left, it's Sellers. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Under pressure. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sellers to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Runs through the tackle.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Breaks into the open. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Throwing Sellers. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Sellers through the noise. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They've methodically worked their way down the field. The 11th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. Using his feet. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Caught! He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Moore pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Ducks will hustle to the line. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my...
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups. Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on fourth. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. This will be the last play of the quarter, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Number 14, set to kick this one off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Dante Moore hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
On the return, it's Bear. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Moore to throw. They're all over it. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore to the air. Quick step and go. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing Moore. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Hill. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore got his man. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hands...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Moore. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. But on the sideline, got it in the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for second down. Hits inside, it's Davison. And he's brought down after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Push is ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Moore. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it down the field. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Immediately, he got nothing on first down. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now here's Sellers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there and take a big shot, but I will not give up.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Looking down the middle.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Throwing Sellers. Moving out to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacked on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. We're just about ready to start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Trying to do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sellers. Here comes the Heat. Breaks loose.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Calls his own number. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, you're break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the second half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dante Moore. Left side, it's Davison. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Stepping to the right.
I like the running back there on the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's more to throw. Out wide left, it's Stewart. Bulldozes his way through. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Moore to the air. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
We knew this offense wanted to be aggressive, and on the very first drive of the game, they dial up the go route. They know they've got the speed outside, able to win one-on-one, and they didn't waste any time calling that play. Really nice job being aggressive early, and they cap it off with a score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got him downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And all of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up all over the place, making it hard for the defense. These guys got weapons. They've got big guys that...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job.
glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Bear. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
To advance on the football.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. DB's right up on the receivers. Takes the handoff. It smothers. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Making his first move. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. At the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that can be frustrating for a defense sometimes, man. You get the stop, you force the punt, and then your offense gives it right back. It's frustrating, but you've got to be able to handle those ebbs and flows, the roller coaster ride. When your offense puts you in a bad spot like they did here, you have to be able to answer.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Manning. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Left side is Smothers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Second and long here. Manning on play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorn! Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing more. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's changing the play. Moore will throw. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Inside the touchdown, Texas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he puts through the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. From deep, it's Simon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll go to the counter. Breaks the tackle. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Stopped right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore. Catch in the middle, it's Davison. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Moore with the play fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. gun inside. It's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. He's got it on the move, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Looking for the marker. He didn't get there. A big-time stop by this defense, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. On the ground with the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Throwing Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. He's at the touchdown, Texans. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And that's going to be a safety. It prevented the touchdown by falling on him, but they'll give up the deuce. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Now on the counter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They go play action with Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together. And they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the 3rd.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Manning. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, it's Davison. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Dante Moore finds his target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch Madness. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Here's Moore to throw. Right side, it's Davison. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Out wide left, it's Hill. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to pass. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell.
Got it in stride inside the 20. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Quarterback changing the play. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point.
Texas, 23.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Moore to the air. They're all over it. Rush right in his face. He's going to fire to the left. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Throwing more. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this up.
Makes the grab in their space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Arch is going to throw for it. over the middle. It smothers. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Hand off for Brown. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out wide right, it's Wingo. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll run with Brown. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside. It's Hill.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keep it on the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Moore. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Going to take a shot. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Left side is Stewart. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Again, it's Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Play action, here's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
1-possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other.
He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks! Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Inside 2 minutes to play, defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably salt this game away. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dante Moore. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Looking for the edge. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. To throw, Manning. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Making the adjustment. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Rushes on. They sack this defense all over him. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
3rd down from the gun, Manning fires to the middle. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.